After dropping our suitcases, we researched how to ride the tram. I found one of the pleasures of visiting Prague was the ease with which we were able to get around. There's also a metro train, but the trams were so good we never even tried it. So we jumped on the tram and travelled toward the city centre, and then took a walk across the bridge by the river. Prague is the capital and largest city of the Czech Republic, and the historical capital of Bohemia. Population is about 1.3 million. It has a rich history, illustrated by its varied architecture: Romanesque, Gothic, Renaissance, and Baroque all common. And we got a close-up view of the Dancing House, a new Baroque creation. I still don't know if I like it or not. Rivers always intrigue me. The bridges here are magnificent, the Vltava River itself majestic, and in view of its location, is very wide. It's certainly an important part of Prague life that added so much to the appeal of this city. So many modern cities have suffered from architecture that resembles little boxes. Compare these two buildings. Then we jump back on the tram. A day pass costs about $6. I was impressed by both the frequency of the trams and the speed of them, and this particular tram runs by the side of the river, so we get great views. I suppose the beautiful architecture is as a result of Prague in past times being the capital of the Kingdom of Bohemia and residence of several Holy Roman emperors and an important city of the Habsburg monarchy and Austro-Hungarian Empire. Therefore, we have much to see. The historic center of Prague today being a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Old Town Bridge Tower is one of the oldest and best maintained structures in Old Town Prague. We then decided to have fun with the 360 camera and put it inside of the lantern on the bridge. So then I could then have it emerge and do a reveal shot as it flew out of the lantern and onto the bridge. As Nate would say, cool. There's actually a depiction of the crucifixion on the Charles Bridge, reminding us that this was the capital of the Holy Roman Empire in times past. The Old Town Bridge Tower is one of the oldest and best maintained structures in Old Town Prague. The Gothic architecture of the bridge tower inspired other prominent landmarks in Old Town Prague.
How you feeling, Dad?
This is fantastic. Really something.
Yes.
Very cool, but very different. Relics of its medieval past abound, but I also shoot reminders of the present day. The greatest number of foreign residents living in Prague are actually from the Ukraine, 150,000. They are clearly making their opinion felt. In the meantime, I'm shooting Nate and he's shooting me. Behind him, the museum, which unfortunately is closed. But if the entrance is anything to go by, it should be an interesting place to visit. The Old Town Bridge Tower being undeniably Prague. If we visited 500 years ago, it would be here. Its construction began in 1475 and was intended to be an attractive entrance into the city rather than a defensive tower. Better get a selfie to record the occasion.
Ron, it's following your face.
Yeah, it's not my face.
The time we stand on the Charles Bridge and walk through the Powder Gate is the time we know we're in Prague. So let's take a look. Some interesting aspects. Lavka is Czech for bridge. Some pedal boats for hire, but no one is doing it. It appears we can take a boat ride and get a closer look whilst having a drink. Can't get more touristy than that. I have to say, Nate and I have visited many European cities, and we enjoyed this city as much as any of them. It was right up there with my favorites, Copenhagen, Bruges, and Vienna. It was great to have Nate shooting with me this time. Another pair of eyes is always helpful, and Nate was getting some good shots. The views one gets from the Charles Bridge are excellent, as we see the many aspects of Prague from here and get to soak in the atmosphere a little. A good starting point. Now here's an interesting fact about this bridge. The official inauguration was at 5:31 a.m. on July the 9th, 1357. Crazy, of course, but why? It so happens that King Charles IV was a very superstitious man who believed in astrology and numerology. So the date he erected the bridge follows a palindrome, a numerical sequence that reads the same way from both ends. 135797531. Year, day, month, and time. So everyone had to get up at 5:31 in the morning for the inauguration. So as we come off the bridge and walk over the road, we enter the old town. Really looking forward to this.